Are you looking for an athletic scholarship? You're in the right place. This is the Recruit Me Athletic Scholarship Podcast, the longest-running podcast on recruiting and athletic scholarships. We're here to help your family navigate the recruiting road all the way to an athletic scholarship. He's a recruiting expert and a dad of 2 college athletes. He has a wealth of experience to share. Here's Recruit Me CEO, Brent Hanks.
Welcome to episode 506 of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast. The Athletic Scholarship Podcast celebrated its 500th weekly episode recently and is proud to be the world's longest-running athletic recruiting education podcast. Like the intro said, my name is Brent Hanks, and I'm the host of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast and the owner of Recruit Me, an athletic recruiting education business. I want to thank you for listening to the Athletic Scholarship Podcast today, and also thank those who are frequent listeners. Please like or follow the Athletic Scholarship Podcast on your favorite podcast app, and listen weekly to get 15 minutes that will change your athletic scholarship future. Also, I invite you to visit the recruit-me.com website for more free and inexpensive recruiting tools and resources from Recruit Me. Here, after the 500th episode of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast, I'm going to give you episodes that highlight different aspects of the 7 steps to an athletic scholarship from the Recruit Me 3.0 athletic scholarship system. The 7 steps are: Step 1, select the right schools to contact. Step 2, write a great introductory email. Step 3, create your one-sheet player profile. Step 4, build your own recruiting questionnaire. Step 5, track your communications. Step 6, send one-page or one-paragraph updates. And Step 7, make your school choice wisely. Today I continue covering each step of the 7 steps to an athletic scholarship from the Recruit Me 3.0 athletic scholarship system. You heard all of the steps earlier. Episodes 502, 503, and 504 gave you tips for Step 1, which is build your college school list. Last week's episode 505, gave you the basics of Step 2, writing a great introductory email. And today I get into Step number 3, which is create your one-sheet player profile. I did mention the player profile in last week's episode. The player profile functions as 2 important aspects in your recruiting plan. Number 1 is that it is the indicator of when you should start contacting college coaches. You will hear as I go through the player profile categories that the information you will gather and record is to get the coach's attention and to impress a coach. And number 2, it is the partner you send to a college coach with your introductory email. The introductory email and the player profile are the dynamic duo of the recruiting process. The introductory email is your handshake, your good first impression, and the player profile is your information-filled resume to impress the college coach and to show him or her that you are fit for their level and their program. The Recruit Me 3.0 system manual opens by saying, now that you have written your introductory email, you will use it as a model for what you send to all schools. You will personalize each one, of course. The next step is to create your one-sheet player profile, which tells the coach about you and your abilities and achievements. It is really a resume. It may be the first one that you've ever written, but it is probably the most important piece that you will send to a coach. The profile will either attract the coach or cause the coach to set it aside. Parents, this is another place where you need to provide guidance and direct input. There are 10 sections of your player profile. You can build your player profile in a Word-like document on your computer and then save it to a PDF form and use the PDF form to send to coaches. This is a good time to get your free player profile template that is part of the free Recruit Me Power Pack that you can download on the recruit-me.com website. Download it and follow along. Here are the 10 sections. Section number 1 is your name. Section number 2 is a short headline that jumps off the page and communicates something unique and impressive about you. Here's an example: 87-mile-an-hour fastball and 3.6 GPA. Section number 3 is your sport and your position or positions. Section number 4 is a bunch of your information. It is about you and your family. Here you'll list some basics about yourself: your address, your phone number, your email, and your email should be an email that you use only for your recruitment. Make it simple, like SuttonHanks2022@gmail.com, and make it shareable with your parents. In this section, if you have a recruiting website, list it, and social media handles if you have them. List your year of birth, your year of high school graduation, the number of people in your family, and the number of children in your family in college. Also, your GPA and your ACT or SAT scores. Section 5 has you list your high school coaches and club coaches, your school's phone number, and your coaches' phone numbers, and add their email addresses. This is a great time to talk to all of your coaches and ask permission for you to send out their contact information. This lets them know, if they don't already, that you want to play your sport in college. It is helpful to get your coaches on your recruiting team. Go back to episode 346 of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast. You can get it on the recruit-me.com website. And in this episode, you can hear how to build your recruiting team and why a team is important. Section 6 is your physical information. Your height, your weight, your speed, strength, dominant hand or foot, plus a list of other sports that you play. Section 7 is a narrative summary. A narrative summary is where you list your general strengths, as well as team and league information. Include the sport you want to play in college and other sports that you play in high school. Section 8 gives the coach your specific stats and achievements. Here's where you get to brag about yourself and tell the college coach what others have awarded you with for your performance in competition and in the classroom. Section 9 is your potential. Tell them in your own words what you expect to achieve in the upcoming season or year. This is a great place for a quote from a coach, your coach or an opposing coach, or maybe even a teacher or administrator. Section 10 is a picture of you. We even recommend a picture not in your sports uniform. Again, once you get your player profile and your introductory email put together and you feel your information on the player profile fits a level of play in your sport, then you are ready to email that dynamic duo to the coaches on your list of schools at the corresponding levels. Yes, I said levels, because if you fit an NCAA Division II level, then you probably fit a lower or mid-major D1, and you fit the NCAA Division III and NAIA levels, plus most junior college programs. The introductory email and your player profile are not a one-and-done exercise. You, the student-athlete, will need to continually adjust and update both as you wind your way through your recruitment. The introductory email will need to be more personalized to the coach and the program that you are sending it to. The player profile doesn't need much personalization. If you have listened to the Athletic Scholarship Podcast episodes 502 through now 506, you have heard how steps 1, 2, and 3 are intertwined and all need to be regularly adjusted and updated. RecruitMe feels that steps 1 through 3 are very important and also feels that they are many times glossed over or skipped completely. With all the social media outlets, all the recruiting services, all the changes in college sports and recruiting with the NIL, transfer portals, and scholarship changes, many potential student athletes and their families bypass these basics. Just think of it this way. You would not be in a position to continue to play your sport in college if it wasn't for you learning the basics or the fundamentals of that sport. You may not have liked shooting layup after layup, or getting into a stance on the line over and over again, or catching ground ball after ground ball, but those were necessary for you to be a good player in those sports. I'm going to end this episode a little short in time. I tore my left bicep last weekend, and I'm having left distal bicep tendon repair surgery on Monday. So I'm getting this ready on Sunday to publish on RecruitMe's normal Tuesday time slot. I'm planning on covering step number 4 of the 7 steps to an athletic scholarship next week. Step 4 is build your own recruiting questionnaire. I might even dabble in step 5, which is track your communications. I'll have to see how I feel after the surgery. Thank you for listening to the Athletic Scholarship Podcast, and join me next week on your favorite podcast app or on the recruit-me.com website for another episode that will change your athletic scholarship future.